Yes, yes, people. Welcome back to Saeed TV and welcome to a big link up. I'm with my Don, my big brother. You get me? My big brother in the house. You know what I'm saying? Man like Grizz Card from Grizz Card TV. Make sure you subscribe to him. The link is in the title, people. So all you gotta do is subscribe to the brother. Let's see him do well. But Grizz, man, what's happening, bro? You good?
Bro, people can see the natural smile on my face. I'm happy to be here, bro. This is what it's all
Come
about.
on.
Natural. You know, when you have a link up with certain people, sometimes it's all like, you know what I mean, for the commercial side, for the fake side.
Yeah. Of course,
It's like a job. Me and you, bro. Come on.
Brothers, man.
Come on, me and
Absolutely.
you, brother. As you say, for the culture, man. Come on, we're here for the culture.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I do rattle you a few times, but listen, it's all for the love, man.
Of course it is, man. Of course it is. People know, man. When we rattle each other, people know, man.
Absolutely. Someone say weekly show. Listen, we're not going to give too much details soon, but listen, we're going to keep you waiting. We're going to keep you waiting. Big up to everybody who's messaged me, man. Listen, I've got my crutch here, man. I've had a little bit of an accident in training.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
I didn't
listen,
ask how you are, man. I'm such a
good
now, brother.
No, it's all right, man. It's all right, man. I'm good. Listen, you know what it is, man? It's all about recovery. When you're training, it's about recovery as well, man. And for me, I kind of let that one slide. I just think like, yeah, I'm going to recover well. But listen, people, I'm all good now. I'm on the mend. Hopefully, with the next few days, I should be back to walking. But for now, I'm just resting up. Inshallah, man. You know what I mean? God willing, God willing. But listen, where do you want to start, man? De Jong, Tchouaméni. But you know what? Well, let's start with Liverpool, man. Obviously, you're in this quadruple hype, as Cams would say. You know what, man? It's getting scarier and scarier, man. How do Liverpool keep doing this, man? Just relentless after this Premier League pursuit, man. This is relentless, man.
Do you know what? It's mad. Look, we're not going to win the Premier League now yet. We know the Premier League is done with. But to be where we are, man, like, I know we have banter and people talk about Liverpool and, oh, man, one title in the last 30 years and all that. They say, yeah, it's not one title. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, yeah, look where we come from. And we've come from, I know you're going to want to talk about it later, but we've come from a similar positions, man. Like, do you remember like where you are now? We were literally where you lot were 6 years ago. 6 years ago, we were exactly like where you lot were. People taking a piss out of us, losing 6-1 at Stoke and shit. Stevie G skipping the year before. Man, like, I don't know, all kinds of players, man, with like dead players, no squad. And it's amazing, man, that in 6 years and I think most neutrals will say, and I think you will say as well, we're probably the best team in the world right now. We probably are. It's us or City. And the fact that we're in all 4 competitions and they're only in 1, to me suggests in 6 years we've become the best team in the world. And that's a mad going, man, in my opinion anyway.
No, absolutely, man. You know what? For me, that's why I feel like, you know, with this Jurgen Klopp thing and this Ten Hag possible coming, it's the same situation. And that's why I wanted to kind of like ask you, do you reckon Ten Hag could be our new Klopp in terms of, you know, simmer rebuild? You're looking at that result. You're saying Stoke, we lost 4-0 to Brighton. You were losing left, right, centre. You know what I mean? When you look at the job that Klopp had to do and had to inherit. Okay, it's probably a worse squad. I can admit that. You had the likes of, who did you have in that team?
Bro, man, I don't even want to go through. We had Ben Tate,
exactly
like that, man. Come on, man. Lucas Leiva, and we had Adam Lallana as our striker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you look at the actual kind of job on hand Klopp had to do you think it's similar? Because I think Jamie Carragher was speaking about it on Monday Night Football. Do you think it's similar in terms of the job, or do you think Klopp had the backing and the kind of, you know, prestige? Obviously, he won titles for Dortmund.
That's the only problem, Saeed. I rate Ten Hag. I absolutely rate him. But has he got that caliber of winning and winning at an elite club? Like, you guys are monsters, man. Really, you're sleeping monsters, aren't you? Really, you need
we are easily.
So that's my point, innit? So is Ten Hag that kind of appointment? To me, Ten Hag seems the guy that needs another job at a club and then go on to the big mega club. That's just me. I think he's a fantastic coach. I don't know, man. I know there's not much choices for you out there right now. I mean, you was never going to get Zidane. You know what I mean?
No.
But to me, someone like Zidane is what you need, though. You need a big personality to take over your big personality players. Because from the outside, it looks like all your boys are running your club. All your players are running your club. Yep. And has he got the personality? Has he got the aura? Has he got the charisma? Like, who they're gonna say, bro, what you won? They said the same thing to Ralph Rangnick. What's gonna stop them from saying the same thing to Ten Hag? I don't know.
I think for me, though, with Ten Hag, though, he's got the coaching ability. I think he's come from a culture of winning at Ajax. Even though it's not Zidane's level, it's still a culture of winning. And for me, when I look at Ten Hag's CV and I look at what he's going to bring, I think it makes sense. I've accepted that Man United are not that team anymore where they can go and pull Zidane anymore. They're not that team. As much as I want it to happen, we can't. And we had to. At that point, when you got Jurgen Klopp, was there any other names that were out there that you thinking Liverpool should get?
Yeah, was anyone else? Yeah, it was that Jurgen Klopp at Ancelotti.
Well, there you go.
So we went for the big dogs. You know what I mean? Now, at the time, I'm not gonna lie. I got it right. At the time, I wanted Ancelotti because look at Ancelotti. But I don't. You can't say I would have been wrong.
No. I'm not saying that. Yeah, of course not.
Ancelotti's gone on to win bare shit with other teams as well. You know what I mean? So Ancelotti is a don of managers, but. So we were going for the big dogs. I think you need to go for a big man. I don't know if you don't need coach, man. I get what you're saying. Like your team's got, you can tell your team.
But you look at our team though.
I know you call it freestyle. I know you call it freestyle.
Freestyle, yeah.
100%. I laugh when you call it freestyle because it was pure freestyle. Trust me.
I told you. People laughed at me. I remember that time, People laughed at me, man.
People didn't know what you meant. But now they know what you meant.
Now they know.
You called it very early, bro. You said freestyle FC, and everyone was like, "Oh, shut up! We got a formation, Bruno, this, that, Bruno." Brother, they laugh. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing?
Who's laughing now? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But again, I didn't want to be right, by the way. But United fans, they came at me. They said, "Freestyle, what, man? You're disrespecting a legend." I said, "No, legend. I'm not. I was just trying to look at and analyze that the formation and whatever the manager was doing was not correct. You're only looking after 2 years now. Ralph Rangnick can't do anything with this squad. They're hopeless. You know what I mean? Big up to Saeed. He goes, you have to win the league to be the best team in the world. Well, you know what I mean? They've won the league before, but again, you know, whether they win the quadruple, we might have to look at one of the greats. They get the best team. If you're winning the quadruple, you might be one of the greats.
Look, we're not.
You know, that's a different conversation.
No. If we win the quadruple, I don't think there's much conversation to be had. Like
well,
you know, I'm not coming on Big Six or any show for a season. Innit? I'm taking the season off. If we
trust me.
Yeah, I'm taking it off. Yeah. Don't talk to me, innit? Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't WhatsApp me. No one call me. Yeah, you don't need to call me. Yeah, but unfortunately, we have to accept that Man City have been the more consistent overall in the Premier League, and they deserve to win the title. It is what it is, man. We're gonna get 92 points. Fuck me, that's 92 points wins you the league.
It's crazy.
75% of the time. 75% of the time. And we're going to be second with 90. Saeed, we've lost twice. We've lost twice, man. What kind of fuckery is that?
I think we lost 10. We've lost 10. You know what I mean? So I don't know what means twice, mate. I've seen twice in the last week. You know what I mean, Grizz?
You lost. I mean, in some mad zone. And I know what you mean when you want the season to end. You don't look forward to games.
No, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't look forward to games. I'll be honest with you. There's games, you know, the 5-0 Liverpool. I was there, mate. One of the worst nights of my life. Days of my life, mate. And
people are saying, look, brother Sadiq saying, like league titles for Man City, quadruple is gone, Grizz, accept reality. I've literally just accepted reality, my brother. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm not.
No, but deep down, I know you're joking, man.
No, I'm not joking. How am I joking?
No, but deep down, there's something in
No, there's no deep down. No.
No deep down, yeah?
No, there's no deep down. Last night was the last deep down. Last night was the last
Kevin De Bruyne.
Deep down. Yeah, man like KD Bree, you know what I mean? The ginger Gerrard, you know what I mean?
You think so?
Brother, he's the closest thing to Gerrard. That's what I'm going to say. Gerrard's better. Please don't compare him to Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
Before people.
Well, Gerrard did anyway, but yeah.
But Gerrard can do much more. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? But when he's playing like that in that role, he's Steven Gerrard, especially with the striking of the ball ability.
Big up the man, them love Grizz and his honesty. Yeah, man. Listen, Grizz is the most honest person I've ever met, man. So big up to Grizz. It goes, never complain when United won titles. Oil money is ruining the league. We are becoming the French and German league.
We're the
But
only ones
listen,
stopping it, though. Liverpool are the only ones that are stopping it that from not making it a German and French league, bro. Bayern Munich and PSG go on in, man, if Liverpool ain't in this shit, man. Serious. Because you mans ain't doing nothing. Chelsea ain't doing nothing. Arsenal ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm
Spurs.
surprised with Chelsea, man. I'm surprised with Chelsea. You know,
Yeah, well, Spurs.
you know
Yeah,
what? They should be the closest to doing that, but they haven't.
Do you know what? He's got life this season. He's got life. You know
I
why?
know.
Because of the ownership thing.
Facts.
He's got life. He's got life. Otherwise,
Yep.
you know, we'd be skinning them even more. We'd be skinning man like Matisse and shit, man. Come on, man.
I've never seen someone so rattled, you know, Matisse, you know. Like he's you know, if Chelsea go in a free fall and they start to become rubbish, I think Matisse might leave the show, you know.
Right, man. I worry about Matisse, man.
I worry about Matisse. I've gotten up from bad days, like 4-0s, 5-0s, and I've still been here.
No, you're a soldier, innit? People don't know you're a soldier, innit? But I don't know if Matisse has got those soldier genes, man. We'll
have to find out, man. We're gonna find out because Tuchel's on the crack, mate. Is you know is cracking right now. But
the thing is, I don't want to go too much on Chelsea because we got them in the FA Cup final on Saturday. So I just want to be a little bit. I don't want to say too much, man, because a little bit calma, innit?
Calma, of course. You're going by the way, aren't you?
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, man. By grace of God, man, I've managed to get tickets for the FA Cup and for the Champions League final. Inshallah, Paris, here we come, brother. Paris, here we come. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do some.
Them tickets are getting sold for mad prices, mate.
Yo, Statman in the building, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, he said you get right.
Did you not watch the show again? I was saying things and hiding from his because his reaction was so embarrassing. I was hiding.
Yeah,
I came in. Man.
I said, yo, leave him, man.
Yeah, I had him on strings, man. I had Toby on strings, bless him, man. Man's lost load of blood vessels after that show, man. He had to go for a blood test.
Easily.
Man. Come on, I burst his blood vessels.
I think Real Madrid are going to beat us in the final, man. I think, you know what? But then again, I know that you're not underestimating them, though, because you've seen the power of Real Madrid and they're relentless and they're kind of, you know, endeavor. It's football heritage, man. Real Madrid find a way. They always find a way.
I can't lie to you. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and say, what? We're going to brush them. What? They're a dead team. They may not be the force on the pitch, but that name carries weight. You know what we rattle Steve about and even sometimes Chelsea about? The heritage, man. It's real. And you know why I know? The reason why I know is because we got it. How many times have we been shit in the last 4 or 5 years, but the crowd, the passion, and we turn it on against Barcelona, against Roma, against AC Milan. What gets us through? The heritage, man. The heritage gets us through. Madrid are going through that vein of form right now. They're not that great. Chelsea outplayed them. Man City outplayed them. PSG outplayed them. But then at the end of the day, they got through. Listen, if they
what do you call that? What do you call that? Apart from football heritage, what would you call that? Is that just Real Madrid and the champions mentality?
Yeah, and it comes from the coach. Carlo Ancelotti may not be the greatest tactician, just like I'm talking about Zidane, Saeed, with you, man. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You need a man like Ancelotti or Zidane, someone who's done it himself at the highest level. Someone who's played at the highest level, someone who's dealt with the biggest personalities. You got some strong personalities there. They don't need to be. That's another subject because none of them deserve to be a big personality. Who the F is Maguire to be a big personality? Who the F is Bruno Fernandes to be a big personality? Jadon Sancho, just a kid. You know what I mean? The only person who allowed to be a big personality is Ronaldo and Pogba because they've won shit.
Yeah.
They've won shit, man. Come on. They can say we are the big dogs. The rest of them, where's their chest come from?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, it's Varane maybe, but he's new.
Yeah, but he's, but again, he could still come in there. I think Varane could still come in there.
You hear Shaw talking, you hear De Gea even talking, you hear Henderson talking, you hear Maguire talking, you hear Bruno talking, all these people talking, man. They need to, but look, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it, but it's a long trek, man, for you. I'm telling you, it's a long trek back. Trust me. If you don't get the right man.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? Man like Statman Strolley here saying Liverpool going to end the season with the League Cup. This is the same Statman, by the way, that didn't rate Ancelotti. He doesn't rate Ancelotti. He called it luck and all that, mate.
See what I'm saying, man? Ancelotti is, man, look.
Big boy manager.
Statman's a boy, innit? So we don't want to go in too deep on him, but some of his calls are outrageous, innit? Some of his takes are outrageous, innit? We need to We need to do a show with Statman soon and call him up on his takes at the end of the season.
Definitely, mate. Then again, I've not got a leg to stand on, man. My takes are quite bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be the adjudicator. I'll let you both know about your takes, innit?
Absolutely. But we're going to get into the main part of the episode, people. Make sure people to like the video, subscribe to both channels. But it says, Grizz, what do you think of De Jong? De Jong, apparently the news broke out last night by a Barcelona journalist. Do you know of him, the Romero guy? Yes. You know, he broke out the news yesterday. Came as a shock. Very reliable, exactly. He broke out the news yesterday, and I'm going to put it on the screen so far. But as a player first, Grizz, what do you think of De Jong as a player?
Baller. Yeah. But then so was Van de Beek. So you get where I'm going with this. The difference being, the major difference being is you've got a coach now that knows everything about him and Van de Beek. So you could have a little Dutch thing going on. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. He's not the type of player. He's not the type of player you need as priority.
No, he's not. But then again, he's not the priority. I get that 100%. He's not the priority.
Do you get what Saeed? You know what I mean? The question you need to ask yourselves is, what if he's the only major midfielder you look by? You're not going to be happy, are you? Because you know you need a DM, a minimum of a DM.
Yep. 100%.
So he's nothing like that. That's my only.
No, he's a deep lying playmaker. He's a deep lying playmaker. He's someone that, but we need him just for the culture of the football club. We need to change the mentality of how you receive the ball. And I think for me, Grizz, that's more than anything. We've got a player, McTominay. I don't know why I keep keeping up on McTominay, because he's always the one that's playing. But he does not want to receive the ball. I want a player who's comfortable in receiving the ball. It's about changing the ethos of the football club. De Jong comes in. We don't get a DM, but I feel like for me, DM is priority. There's no point bringing De Jong and then not getting a DM, because at the end of the day, De Jong can't do everything on his own.
This is my point. But look, we had this debate last year, right? And we said, look, Sancho, Ronaldo, look, bad boy, big names, everything. But if you're not going to get defenders and midfielders, are you going to be happy with just Sancho and Ronaldo? And look what happened. You ended up with just Sancho and Ronaldo. You didn't buy no DMs. You didn't buy no pace and power midfielders. And you're an easy team to play against. You know that, innit?
Easy. The worst team in the league, I think. I think the worst team in the league, because in transitions,
are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? You're like Arsenal to play against now, innit? Like back in the day. You know how Arsenal used to be? Back in the day, yeah. You know how it used to be, beat them up and you beat Arsenal. It's like Man United. Beat them up and you'll beat Man United. You ain't got no pace and power in your team throughout the spine of your team. It's not good enough, man. De Jong's a baller. I would hate if you went to Man United, because in Van de Beek and De Jong, trust me, you've got two of the best central midfielders, box to box, eights, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, you have and you will have, but it don't fix your problem. Your problem is your fullbacks, your centre backs, and your DM. That's what you need to fix. Yes, culture come.
Yeah, man, like
culture scam. You know what I mean?
Nah, he's regained your respect, yeah.
Yeah, brother, he's got my respect, man. Yeah, man. Me and culture scam, man. Come on, man. We're real football people. We just laugh and joke, man. But we know. When we're serious, man. Knows.
Yeah, of course, man. He goes, listen to Grizz when it comes to a rebuild. He's been there before. Soak up the knowledge. Absolutely. When you look at your midfield, from when you had it at first, who did you have in that midfield when Klopp came in? Was it Jay Spearing? Who else was it? Emre Can was there?
Yeah. No, he got rid of these man straight away. So Emre Can, we had James Milner was a prominent player back then as well. We had Adam Lallana. Yeah. You know, he had to. And the first thing he done was build up. Look, everyone knows, man. People think Jurgen Klopp came in and started making us attacking and all this heavy metal football. He made us press. He made the team energized. You lot ain't got no energy in your team. It was the easiest game ever at Anfield against you lot, where we strolled, but like both times.
Yeah. It's true.
And we were your fiercest rivals. So how can you be strolling around against your fiercest rivals? So look, first and foremost, Ten Hag. Now, I don't know, man. I ain't studied him how much you lot will have studied him. But again, from watching Ajax, you know what I mean? He's a pleasant coach. I'm not sure if you lot need a pleasant coach. Do you know what I mean by
I don't know if have you got him though. He's mean, man. He's a proper mean. He's a proper guy who says it how it is.
His teams, and I still find his teams easy to play against. Saeed, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah,
do you reckon they play honest football? Do you reckon they play honest football?
Yeah,
too honest, maybe.
For the Premier League, I have my doubts right now. Yeah, it's too honest for the Premier League. It's too open for the Premier League. I think you lot needed. Conte was so perfect, it's unreal. But he would have shook up your whole club from top to bottom, and the owners weren't ready for him. He would have rocked your whole club, but you lot would have been fixed. Trust me, he would have been fixed. Look how he's fixing Spurs, man. He's going to fix Spurs, man. But we know they're tight. They don't back him. You lot would have backed him. You know your owners do put up the funds, right?
Yeah. They always do.
You buy all kind of shit, but they do back it.
That's why we don't have football in men. We got now. Thingy has gone. Matt Judge has gone. Yeah. Now there's a more of an emphasis on John Myrtle now leading the football side of it. And according to Danny the Devil Details, he said he's the best man for it. So Danny the Devil Details, we'll have a chat on Friday, but he's saying that John Myrtle now is going to do it properly. For me, it's all dependent on who they get into this summer in terms of what kind of profile of player they're going to get. Someone 100%. Miles here saying Fabinho is exactly the DM we needed, and he's world class. For me, Fabinho is unbelievable. Fabinho is one of them. He's a monster. He's an absolute monster, and he can do everything. It's almost like for me, he can still pass. He can box to box. He can do anything.
That's why we're going to miss him on Saturday, man. He's out of the cup final, man.
Yeah, man. I heard.
Proper screwing. But Cam's right. Yeah. He's exactly right. They don't concede much, but Dutch league tax. Yeah, come on, you know that as well, Cam. Yeah, and they can afford to leave 3 against 2s in the Dutch league because they know that some of their attackers ain't all that over there and whatnot, right? But they can't afford to play like that. But look, Ralph Rangnick has got hella criticism. Don't get me wrong. Yeah,
undeserved for me, man. Do you believe in this undeserved, like this kind of
Ralph Rangnick is the least of your problems.
Exactly,
he was the least of your problems. It's not his fault. The people in charge put him in that position. He shouldn't have taken it, really, in my humble opinion. I think he's effed up by taking that role. That role is a no-win role, man.
Yeah,
he hasn't coached a little while. He doesn't know the personality. He's asked to do a cleanup job. I think he's identified all the rats and weak links in your squad. And like Cam says there, I don't know if Ten Hag's come out and said you need power and aggression, but I've heard Ralph Rangnick say
it's evident to see, though. It's evident to see when you look at how weak we are and we play.
Why was a man like Ole seeing it? Why wasn't like Mike Phelan seeing it? And
this is why I was so mad.
Michael Carrick and the man. Why weren't they seeing all this shit?
Yeah, this is why I was so kind of. For me, when you know me, I'm never angry. I'm not an angry person, but under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I was angry because I felt like everybody had blind. They were just blind to see the kind of the errors, and there was I don't know what it is. People weren't seeing that, bro. This was damaging the players. And look at it now. These guys don't know how to play football. They can't play as a team. We've got a bunch of individuals, and that's why for me, if you look at Ronaldo and David De Gea, without them this season, I think United would be. They'd be perilous, mate. Absolutely perilous.
I don't know where they'd be, man. I don't know where they'd be. It's from top to bottom, though. People just blaming Ralph Rangnick. Everyone needs a scapegoat, innit? People just jump on the bandwagon.
There you go.
Scapegoat. But, Ralph Rangnick is the least of your problems. I'll say it again and again. And the man is he's a genius at building and identifying talent and what needs to be done. He's not a training ground coach, what you needed right now, per se. And he's not someone who can go in there and speak to people, personalities that have won more than him, probably. You know what I mean? Are known more in the game than probably because he's behind the scenes kind of guy. You needed to keep him behind the scenes. You needed a front face. He wasn't a front face, and I got it.
Absolutely. Big up to Kevin Jimenez. He goes, Ten Hag has said Pep's biggest mistake when joining Premier League was underestimating, which is a good sign. I feel on how Ten Hag will approach the league. Big up. Yeah, exactly. I think Ten Hag will understand how, fast the Premier League is and how it can be, ruthless. You know what I mean? Because I think Jurgen Klopp struggled for the first season and a bit. you know what I mean, to adapt to it. But then again, he's still, you know, he's still imprinted his philosophies. He still had his philosophies in check. So I think that will be a massive, massive key thing. But a lot of people here, Grizz, want to talk about a DM that Man United should be getting, and that is Tchouaméni, you know what I mean, from Monaco.
He's the one you need, man. He's the one you need, but he's not the one you're going to get, because I've told you, innit, where the brother's going.
Why do you have to do this?
Well, I'm just telling you, innit, like, he's what you need. He's what you need. Forget all the rest of these mans, man. All these De Jongs and everything. You know what I mean? He's the one you need, brother. He's the one you need. And this is the kind of thing that we snap up nice and early. Like, we've got a deal in place for him. It's literally up to him. He's agreed. It's just his, from what I know, it's just his parents that.
Parents.
Yeah, his parents got a big influence on him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's happy.
You know, why is this with footballers now? A lot of their parents are becoming their like big influence. Mbappe, you know, now the young generation. Before it was a lot of agents.
Shall I tell you why? Because they've realized, rotted, look how much these agents are making. Why not keep it in the family? Why not keep it in the family? Why not Mbappe suddenly say, yeah, my father is my agent, or my mum is handling my business? So a man like Tchouaméni is saying, yeah, my mum and dad are handling my business. We've just bought, well, we haven't bought him, but we're about to announce, we're going to announce him soon. We've just bought a right back from Aberdeen, Calvin Ramsey, sick baller.
I've never heard of him,
No one's heard of him, but that's what we do, innit? We find these gems, innit? He's the next Andrew Robertson, man. Come on, but the right back version. Come on, people, man. Over 800, man. Like,
well,
man.
another.
Come on.
Come on, people. You know, big show today, man. Let's get the likes of people.
Yeah, man. Listen, if you show us love and support, we're gonna do this on a regular, innit? So show us love and support. Show the brother we can do this on a regular, man. We make time for you, you make time for us. That's how it works, innit, Saeed? You know what I mean? They make time for us, and we make time for them. But
absolutely.
Before you talk about the parents here, Ramsey, we're about to sign him. Everything's agreed, and his parents turned around and said, no problem. We'll get our son to sign for you, but we want to be relocated. We want our house in Liverpool and everything in the last minute. But Liverpool said, no problem. Do you get me? So they got bargaining power. Parents, you know, they have influence because they've said he's only 18. We want to move with him to Liverpool from Scotland. And we said, yeah. So we bought them a nice house. Everything's done. He's done his medical. He's good to go. But Tchouaméni is the perfect player. Tchouaméni is the perfect player for you lot.
But you don't need him though, man. You know, you got Fabinho. You got
100% we need him. 100% we need him.
Do you think where's he gonna play though? If you get him there, say you have a team now, who would be your front three? Your three.
So what's gonna happen is Milner's gonna be part-time now, isn't it?
Yeah, of course I get that.
Or Milner's gonna be retired probably, or move on, or even if he gets signed a new deal, he's gonna be very, very bit part. And then what we're gonna have is Henderson is gonna be the new Milner in terms of not playing every game, and that's going to leave Fabinho and Tchouaméni to be the number 6s.
And then
Fabinho can't play every game. Fabinho can't play every game.
True,
man.
You know that's true. You know, you see that he's had a few niggles. He's
had a few 63 games we've played this season, brother. 63 games. Come on, which guy are you expecting to play at that elite level for 60 games? That's madness. It's a 38 game season. We've doubled what normal people play. Nearly. Amount of games. So we got plenty of space. Hype. Man, stop saying that, man. You know it's over.
Listen,
you know it's over. You just want to.
Listen, it's never over, man. It's never over. But for me, though, obviously you got Real Madrid that are after him. But again, we don't know what's the problem with this Real Madrid as well in terms of their spending power, in terms of what they can do. But Real Madrid is always that kind of club that people just want to go to in it. And the rebuild that they've got, Camavinga, Mbappe, Tchouaméni. You know, it's a French link up, Benzema up front. You know what I mean?
It is. But I think Real Madrid would get him if they fully go for him. Even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm telling you now, if Madrid went for him, they'd get him because that's his first choice. Yeah, but they're cold on him. They're not looking. They've got Valverde. They've got Camavinga.
Valverde's a player, man. I like Valverde, man.
They're looking to keep Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric here. They're not looking to move these people on. So. They're not prioritizing. They're prioritizing Mbappe. They're prioritizing Rudiger, which they've got now.
Yeah, they've got now. Yeah.
And they're prioritizing. I heard another. I can't remember now. Shit, man. But they're not. Central midfield is not what they're prioritizing.
They've got a lot in there, though. They've got a lot in there when you look at it. Like
the three old stooges. The three old stooges, and then they've got Valverde and Camavinga, ready to step up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where's he going to play there as well?
I wouldn't say Casemiro's an old stooge though. He's
What's he?
30, 31.
Let us know in the chat. I think Casemiro.
Yeah, Casemiro's like 31, but then again, a player that started off at like 2021 and he's been playing at the highest level consistently. Your legs start to go naturally. I would say Isco, no. I think he's getting on now. I think he's not rated anymore. Ceballos, he's 24 only. 24, yeah, he's 30.
No, Casemiro's 30. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone saying the word that you're saying there, is it Fran Garcia? Is that the player that you're talking about?
Garcia? Yeah, exactly. They're trying to buy Fran Garcia from, exactly. So they're not prioritizing, you know what I mean? They put all the eggs in the Mbappe basket. They got to spend big on Rudiger wages, big on Mbappe. You know what I mean? So there's only so much they can do.
It's going to be a mad transfer window, man, this year, man. Bro, it's going to be one of the...
I think so.
You think so?
It's going to be a madness. You lot got to do madness, bro.
Bro, shall I tell you what we need? Yeah, let me be honest with you. So apparently they say as well, Delit as well is an option for Man United. You know, Delit from the Juventus. But I see Juventus want to keep him, man.
Yeah,
Juventus have started.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of people
you'll get De Jong. You'll get De Jong. I think you'll get De Jong. But again, £60 million. Are you lot mad?
What for De Jong? That's mad.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's good. That's good though. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
De Jong for 60 million. He went for 100 and what did he go for? Grizz, you need to relax.
Fuck what he went for. You're not going to pay 60, 70 million for De Jong. The value's come down. You've got to bargain with these people. But look, it's not my money. Pay it. I want you to pay it.
So you're saying to me now, De Jong isn't worth 60 million?
Wait, hold on. You're going to pay 60 to 70 million for De Jong, and we're going to pick up Tchouaméni for 45 million.
Nah, Grizz, don't do this, man. Don't do it. We're having a good 33 minutes here.
So what do you want to do? What you want to do? You want to do 45 million for a Tchouaméni, 22-year-old, box to box, the new Vieira.
We should get both, really. We should be getting both, really.
And you're looking to play for...
And by the way, Tchouaméni's not 45 million, by the way. He's not 45 million.
Brother, when it gets announced, then come back to me, innit? It's going to be 45 million.
He's not 45 million.
45 million with about 5 to 7 million add-ons. It's going to be about 53 million pound. 100%.
Yo, man, they chat a lot. They're not... Listen... De Jong's overrated. Come on, people, man. Let's be reasonable, man. Let's be reasonable.
De Jong's not overrated.
60 million. Barcelona, by the way. But I don't understand with Barcelona, though. They've got a new Spotify deal. So why do they still need money? Why? I don't understand it. Like, if they've just got a new Spotify deal and the funds are unlimited, why do they still need money? I just don't get it. That's why I feel like this is a new cop for basically for Xavi to say, right, board, I need De Jong to stay here, so you need to raise up. So I don't understand where it's coming from.
I think they're in a bit of a rebuild as well. So they need to flush out the squad. I think there's about 5 to 7 players that are probably untouchable. I think anyone else, if you put in
like
a bid,
Pedri, Gavi,
the young boys, innit? Pedri, Gavi, Rougeau. You know what I mean? Ansu Fati, there's about 5, 6 of them are untouchable. You know what I mean? But they've spent a lot of money on shit as well. Dembele, they need to keep because Dembele.
Listen, Dembele for free is leaving. Could be leaving this summer. Is he out of contract in the summer? Dembele, man. Listen, if Liverpool are serious,
hold on. It's not out of contract. I think he's got 1 year left. They're trying to tie him down. People, let us know.
Okay.
It might be 1 year left, and they're trying to sign him to an extension, but he's not agreed yet.
This injury record, man, you know, it's always something that for me just gives me a little bit of doubt. But I think I'm willing to take
That's the only doubt. Man. That's the only doubt,
only doubt.
Otherwise, you know, about 3 years ago, I put him on the same level as Mbappe in these mans. He was
that's
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Left-footed, right-footed, quick. Oh, shit.
Free, brother. Shit. Please, man.
But what about this, brother? But what about Paul Abil Pogba, man? You talk to me in it. What are you saying?
Listen, man, I need to chat to my guy in it, man. One of my guys is close friends with him. But for me, I think the time's up, man. Time's up.
Where would you go if you was Pogba? If you was Pogba, what are you saying?
If I'm Pogba, I go to PSG.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. If I'm Pogba, I go PSG.
Not Madrid, no?
Yeah. No, Madrid, to be honest with you, doesn't even get in that midfield. You know what I mean? Let's be real. If they have a solid midfield, Ancelotti's in there. I think in PSG's midfield, he gets in there. Him, Verratti, and someone else in there be a perfect midfield three. But if he goes to Real Madrid, he'd have to kind of, you're looking at Modric, Kroos, and he had to somehow sway himself in there. But with PSG, he gets in there easy.
You know what?
I think Real Madrid, they have the pedigree, they have their free. The fans are very, very strict on who comes in, whatnot.
Do you know with PSG though? You know with PSG though. You know, if Mbappe goes, because that's not 100% right now. Because trust me, PSG and the Prime Minister and the King and everything are putting bare pressure on his family and him to stay. It's a whole heap of pressure on Mbappe, you know. But let's say he left. Pogba's one of them names in it that they need to get to hype up the crowd again, the fans again, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Like Pogba coming back to PSG. My brother, Selection in your building, man. Read that.
Big up to Selection, man. Man United have so many priorities literally everywhere. It is smart spending. Is it smart spending the quoted 7 million one player, good player though?
That's what I'm saying.
I think for me, bro, you know what it is for me? 70 million on De Jong or 50 million on Phillips. For me, come on, mate. I know Phillips is more of a sitter / box to box, but for me, man, it's changing the culture of Man United Football Club, Grizz. Having McTominay on the bench and now putting De Jong in is vital, man. I'm sorry. A player who wants to get the ball and play. Even if for me, sometimes he might not play the wrong pass, but guaranteed De Jong does that.
But where are you going to fit? Losing the ball. Okay, we know for a fact now because you got what's the name? Ten Hag, yeah? We know for a fact you're going to have Van der Beek back.
Yes.
He's going to come back, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're not going to sell him now, innit? Because he's
No. I think this will be
Ten Hag's boy. He's
Ten Hag's boy, yeah, of course.
So how are you going to fit Bruno?
I want that question. Let me give you an answer, Grizz. I don't care because I'm going to let Ten Hag deal with that. It's not my decision. It's not a fan decision. If Bruno's on the bench and man like Donny van de Beek plays, I'm okay with that, Grizz.
I hear you. Yeah.
You know, I'm not with this anymore.
Squad options.
Squad, mate. This is what you use a squad for. If Donny plays 10 games more than Bruno Fernandes and Bruno Fernandes has to sit out, then you sit out.
Yep.
This ain't no kind of, I deserve this spot because I've scored 25 goals in one season. You get dropped. Shush,
fight
mate.
Fight for it.
Man like Joe Abdi, what a name, man. I've never heard Joe Abdi. Have you heard of a name called Joe Abdi? But big up to Joe Abdi, man.
Tell Joe to tell us his real first name, innit? It's probably short for something, man. But big him up,
man. Big up to him. If I'm Pogba, I go to PSG with my family. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. He'll get the love there, man. He'll get the love from the French fans. He's at home with the French people. He needs a bit of love now, innit? What do you think? Like he's been.
Yeah, I think he does, man. With Paul Pogba, listen, everybody has their thingy. Man, like Steve, he has his opinion, but everybody has their opinion of Paul Pogba. I think ultimately,
I've got my opinion of Pogba. Look.
Yeah,
look. I know you're a United channel, and I'm going to speak to United people, right? Because everyone thinks I hate Paul Pogba. I don't hate Paul Pogba. I love Paul Pogba. I think he's a fantastic personality, a character, a human being. All of that. I don't rate his performances in the Premier League. What don't people understand about that? I don't think he's performed in the Premier League. How can you judge someone if he hasn't done it? How can you rate someone if he hasn't done it? I know he's talented. Any man that don't rate Pogba's talent is an idiot. But you can't tell me he's performed to his levels. Can
you name me a player who's been in an environment where it's been a bad environment, the players have not kind of been on his wavelength, but still perform? You name me one player, and I'll say to you, you know what? Fair play.
Stevie Gerrard.
Ah, come on, man.
Where should I come on?
Liverpool. But Liverpool. When you
dead environment. Players,
it's not dead environment.
Rubbish, no structure.
No, Liverpool knew what they were. Liverpool knew what they were.
Sometimes had to play right wing. Sometimes had to play attacking mid. Sometimes played the DM.
But even if that, though, I still want to compare Steven Gerrard to Paul Pogba. I think Gerrard is a unbelievable, one of the footballing greats. Forget anything else. The footballing great. For me, though, people are going to say Cristiano Ronaldo, but listen, there are parts of the season where he's not been great. People talk about Riquelme. Again, this is a team where Villarreal was still a very good team. Man.
You can't talk about
it's not a good argument, if I'm being honest with you, but I still want to know a player. But that's not me excusing Paul Pogba's performances, by the way. I think Paul Pogba has had bad performances and has been consistent for large parts of his career. But for me to blame it all on him, I think Man United, the message what Man United sent was Paul Pogba is going to be in the midfield with Michael Carrick. How does that help? From the off, they had Michael Carrick, who was 36. They played it with him for a whole season. It's all about finding the right balance with Paul Pogba. They haven't done that. But again, for me, I'm clearly stating that Paul Pogba, large career, could have done better, could have showed better. But we don't know, do we? Big up
But
to
this
my
is
guy,
what I'm
Ronald Jacob. He goes, I don't know why people are saying to get Phillips because he's 25 million. We paid
Yeah,
close to the same amount of money for Fred. And we
yeah,
got
I'm
it
not
for
sold on
52 million.
Phillips.
Why not get quality for 70 million and improve us? Yeah, for me, it's quality. And you know the quality as well.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Can I say something? Because you know you lot are not scared of spending, innit? Yeah. And if you're going to spend on one player, right? Because you're not going to do smart buys, innit? You're not. You're just not going to do smart buys. If you're going to looking to spend close to 100 million, right, on a player, in my opinion, right, and this is going to, people going to, whatever, I think Declan Rice is your boy.
Listen, I like Declan Rice, but this the fan base, as soon as they hear 100 million, they go in. But he's signing a contract, though. He's signing a contract.
And he ain't signing no contract to stay at West Ham. Yeah, why would he stay at West Ham, man?
They're saying that the negotiation for a contract.
See, people saying Basuma, perfect again, but I don't know if you're smart enough.
Again, he's not a defensive midfielder, but again, I would like him.
Bro, Basuma is.
What about Kamara for free? Why are you going for Kamara?
I'm not a big fan of him, but I'm not a big fan of him. I don't think he's got the pace and power of Tchouaméni. But
yeah, true.
But again, it's not a cuss, but he's a better option for you lot. He is. He's a professional DM.
Yeah,
he's a professional DM.
For me, though, it's the English tax.
But I don't rate him like that. Basuma's the one.
Basuma is unbelievable. Listen, what a player Basuma is. In tight spaces, for me, his ball distribution is unbelievable. Very underrated. A lot of people think that he can't pass. His pace, his power. He's something else, man. But again, a lot of people...
You should have been in there for Bruno Guimaraes. You should have been in there for him.
Listen, shut up with a cutter. That's what Man United are, bro. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, big up to everybody who's watching, man. 1.1k in the building, man. Like Grizz, man. I think you're the main star of the show, man.
No, but we know it's you, but it's the vibes, isn't it? With
the vibes,
It's the vibes, man. We ain't no stars, man. It's the vibes, man. We're people.
Yeah, man.
It's not about
big
stars.
Up to everybody watching, man. Yeah, man. Kessie would have been a good. This is another player I would have.
Nah. Don't not Kessie. No, Kessie. Kessie would have been your. Nah, man. Kessie would have been. He would have been. He's awful, man. Trust me.
No.
Lazy.
I'm talking about Conrad
Lima. Yeah, but I just don't see him coming to the Premier League. I don't think, man. I think he's gonna get snapped up by Bayern or them, man. You know,
Bayern, man. You know what? For me, you know what it is with Bayern here? I don't like the way they run things, man. They piss me off, because they do it underneath the carpet and they do everything efficiently. That's why I don't like them, because I want to be Bayern, innit? I want to be Bayern. The way they get Gravenberg out of nowhere, the way they get deals done, man. This Bayern pissed me off, They pissed me off for that. Bayern,
you can say the perfectly run club, man. The perfectly run club in Europe. You know what I mean? They've got football people on the board. They make money. They're one of the biggest institutions in world football. They don't spend crazy. They buy to sell. They sell, they buy. They keep it moving. They replace, remember Ian Robben, and Frank Ribery. Suddenly they had Sane and Kingsley Coleman and Serge Gnabry. The final Musiala. They got some ballers. Lewandowski out. Lewandowski was a bad boy from Dortmund. But they're one of the best run.
They're rebuilding again, They're rebuilding again.
Like Liverpool, bro. They're very much Liverpool. But they've got a monopoly. We haven't. Because we're fucking with Man City and oil states and Chelsea's and oligarchs. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm being real. Otherwise, we're one of the best run clubs. Tell me
after
otherwise.
After a bit of a hiccup with the Tom Gillettes, now
you have to learn. You have to learn. Yeah, of course, man. Every owner, we know. Look, we can't control the ownership of our clubs, can we? That's the problem. Us fans can't control that, innit? So we have to ride out the hard times. You know what I mean? And then hopefully see the good times. And you're right. I saw some hard times, brother. Hard times, but we're nice now. We're nice.
Absolutely. Reynolds saying, honestly, I like Declan Rice, but I am done with the English tax on plays. You can't say Rice levels above De Jong. They're pretty much the same. And play Elanga striker, not Nunes.
No. Rice and De Jong are nothing. Rice and De Jong are nothing like the same, my brother. Rice
Rice is a more of a sit-up, and De Jong is a control playmaker. He can dictate play. I think for me, he's a very, very one of the best at his role. In terms of Elanga over Nunes, I'm not sure. This Nunes, bro. Is he worth the hype to you, Nunes? Because we need a striker in the summer.
Shall I tell you who he is? He's the young, new. He's a cross between Cavani. Yeah. He's a cross between Cavani and Suarez. Now I know they're both Uruguayan. He's not obviously as saucy as Suarez was, but he's got the work rate, the hunger, and he's got the passion like both of them. Cavani was an intelligent player, you know. Cavani just missed a lot of chances, but he had elite ball intelligent movement.
His Napoli days were unbelievable.
This guy at a young age has got that. I still think he's raw. I don't think a big club should go for him straight away. I still think he needs to go to a mid to top table club. Dare I say it, like an Arsenal or Spurs? You hear what I'm saying? Before he goes to a bit, but actually United, isn't it? Perfect.
They're United, isn't it? We're that club now. Grizz, you have to put us in that mix now. We might be that stepping stone club, you know what I mean? Because
I think you are, man. I think you are.
I think right now, you know what I mean? I know you're laughing, but listen, right now we're building, man. You know what I mean? We're not winning trophies in the next couple of years, so we're just rebuilding at this stage. Brandon Jefferson says, wondering Grizz's opinion on the perfect midfield for City. Ooh, that's a tough one, man.
De Jong. De Jong's the perfect midfielder for City. Oh my God, can you imagine? But they've got
I don't want to imagine.
Look, I'm scared. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I want us to wrap this Tchouaméni ASAP. Wrap him up because anyhow City come in for him because Fernandinho is gonna retire. They've only got Rodri as their DM. Anyhow, City come in.
They definitely need a midfielder because they're going to get rid of Fernandinho. Yeah. So they've only got De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan. Gundogan as well. Is he? You know what I mean? Can he still play at the highest level still? You know what I mean? Again, that's another question. Who else there? De Bruyne. That's what, 4 midfielders they've got. 3 midfielders.
Yeah, Silva.
So they probably need a few more. Silva. Yeah, Silva plays in there as well. Yeah.
But that's my point. If they come in for him, it's game over. I'm even saying as a Liverpool fan because we haven't signed Tchouaméni yet. Everything's agreed. He hasn't agreed yet. We've agreed with his club and everything. So if City come in for him, I think it's game over. And that's the only thing in my head that's bugging me.
Tchouaméni and Kunde to Chelsea. Chelsea, it depends on how they're running it.
Chelsea need to buy some defenders urgently, brother. I don't think their priority is midfield right now.
Nah, they've got too many midfielders, man.
They got hella centre backs that need now, especially if they're going to play 5 at the back like they do.
That's what I was going to say. If they want to play that 5 at the back tax, they might have to get rid of him. But again, it all depends on if Tuchel is their man because you just don't know what is this Ted Bowley or whatever he's called. You know what I mean? Does he rate Tuchel or not?
No, he's got
again. I think he's got him. You know what I mean? At this stage, he's got him, man. De Bruyne's getting old. Listen, De Bruyne's doing De Bruyne stuff, mate.
Oh, man,
he's 30, but he might be entering his peak.
Peak, man. He's peak
right
man.
now. This is peak De Bruyne.
We can't say he's getting old or he's slowing down. Come on, man. Did you not watch him yesterday?
Brother, player of the year, do you reckon? I know you're going to be biased towards Salah, but
it's too late. It's too late. The voting finished, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Voting finished in March, end of March, I think.
What?
He's only turned it. He's only turned it on now, man. Last couple of months, innit? Like last 5 games.
But understand though, what sort of voting is that when the votes finish?
I think they finish it at the end of March or something. I think that's how it works.
But don't you think that's a bit dodgy? That like voting system. Again, this is why I don't really like voting systems. Apparently, the Ballon d'Or, they're saying already Benzema's at the top right now, but the way they're even doing it right now is crazy. We're 12th of May.
So hear me out. So hear me out.
Yeah.
Just hear me out before you go mad. If we win, I know we haven't won nothing yet except the Carabao Cup. But if, inshallah, we win the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup, and we finish like a point behind City or 2 points behind City, or whatever, ain't Mane the way Mane's handled himself this season? He's won African. He's got his team to the World Cup finals. I'm saying player of the season first and foremost. Come on,
player of the season. You know what? I would put him definitely, literally second. But again, if he wins it all them 3, would anybody argue?
I don't know why. Let us know in the chat. So. I mean, let people let us know in the chat. Is that something to argue about? If that happens?
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that one. But there's a lot of ifs. You know, me shout out to James Redmond. There's a lot of ifs. But again, nobody would say no to that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people think, oh man, No. De
I still
Bruyne,
think
De
De
Bruyne.
Bruyne though. De Bruyne.
He's only done it for the
is
last
unbelievable.
5 weeks, Saeed. He's only done it for the last 5-6 weeks.
He had a bad start
Trust
to the
me.
season. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, man.
He
He
did.
didn't do nothing, man, the rest of the season, man.
According to Aslan Romy, he's saying, according to the reports, John Murtough really wanted Luis Enrique, but time was the issue. I think he's the only guy that could compete with Pep and Klopp. Listen, I think ultimately it's about style, innit? Styles make fights, and now styles are making football now. If Ten Hag comes up with a style, I think different to what they're normally used to seeing, I think it could help. It could be a decisive factor in the way they play and come against Klopp and Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean? You never know, people. But for me, Luis Enrique, he was never going to leave. So what's the point of me moaning about that?
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a good fit.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a good fit. I think you're cool with it. I think you're cool with the guy you got, even though Zidane would have been the man for you lot.
Yeah, Haaland, Foden, Alvarez, Palmer. Listen, the City, they're doing their thing, man. They're doing their thing. Haaland's coming there. It's going to be a madness, man.
Yeah, but hella people saying, "Oh, you're not scared from a Liverpool point of view." We're not. We're used to this, man.
I mean, you're used to. You're so kind of secure in your way of.
Yeah, we know our manager. We know how we cook, man. We're fine. We're calm. We're calm. People are gonna realize how good this Fabio Carvalho kid is, man. People are saying, "Who?" From Fulham. Watch next season, man, when this kid plays, man. Watch this Fabio Carvalho.
Fabio Carvalho, bro. What a player.
Baller, man. Little baller. Trust me. And inshallah, if we get Tchouaméni over the line, we're good to go, man. I'm not worried about us. We're good to go again.
Yep. Haaland is the death of the Premier League teams. He's going to kill it. Listen, it all depends. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a big example of how he didn't work under Pep Guardiola. I'm not saying he's going to be the same, but all I'm saying to you is, if it becomes a problem, Guardiola will revert back to type. Folded in that false nine. Like, fluidity, Grizz.
I don't know. Is your Wi-Fi? Is it my Wi-Fi?
Are you there? Am I here?
Are you there?
Am I back?
Are you here? Is it my people? Is it my Wi-Fi? Or is it Saeed's?
Am I here?
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, you're here now. You're back.
Yeah, back now. I don't know where I went. You know what I mean?
You're bugged out, man. Yeah, I mean, you must be in Steve's house, innit? At Stockport.
Yeah, I'm back in Steve's house, man. You know what I mean? But
yeah, Stockport Wi-Fi.
Did you hear my reasoning about him? He might revert back to type if he doesn't kind of go to where he needs to be.
100%.
If it doesn't work out, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, people, but all I'm saying to people is just imagine it doesn't work out for Haaland, and it's on a sticky period, and there's pressure on Guardiola to always win. By the way, that ultimate pressure bites into you.
No. Right now,
you know what I mean?
Right now, he has to win the Champions League. I'm sorry, he has to win the Champions League.
Don't tell Steve.
No. I'm gonna tell Steve that.
Yeah.
Because they're buying Haaland to win another Premier League. Are you stupid, people? Are you Man City fans stupid if you think Haaland's coming just to win another league that you've won with Jesus up front and Foden and Kevin De Bruyne up front? Get real. You're buying Haaland to win the Champions League. If you don't, you're flopped again. Pellegrini and Mancini won the Premier League, man. Come on, man.
Exactly. Big up to selection, man. He goes, Steve would agree to deal for Tchouaméni with Monaco, but the players assessing his options. I need to get over the line like now. Listen, they're on you, man. They're on you.
That's the exact position.
When do you think players now are gonna teams are gonna make their move now? Because it's a quick turnover. Pre-season is coming in like early July. Like before it was like late July. Now it's early July. Clubs
will have to do their homework early, bro. It's got to be early moves. Because you're right. Yep. There's not long. This transfer window is going to be one of the smallest because of quick turnover, and then the World Cup as well coming up and whatnot. So people need to
the World Cup as well though. That could be an interesting January transfer window. The World Cup does a madness. That January transfer window could be lit. So listen, we've got a lot to look forward to, man. We've got a lot to look forward to.
100%.
And you guys have got a lot to look forward to as well. You know what I mean? You've got Chelsea on the weekend. What's your feeling in going into that game? Are you nervous? I think Chelsea's not the same Chelsea, man. You know what I mean? I think they can get got up, man.
They can, but I'm always nervous when I play Chelsea. Always. I hate them so much. It doesn't matter if they're good, bad, shit. I get nervous when I play Chelsea because I told you through my upbringing, the rivalry was peak. peak Rafa Benitez, Mourinho era. You know what I mean? That's not scarred me, but you know, it's set me up for like I can never like them. I can never want anything for them. They're literally on a level of hatred, like United. I hate Chelsea. I hate them. So I'm always under pressure. I don't care how bad they are. They're gonna turn up when they play us.
Yeah, of course. They seem to always kind of find a way, you know. That's just how they roll, isn't it? You know what I mean? Someone asking where does Cavalier play in the 9? He's more of a little bit of a playmaker, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a number 10. He can play off the left. He can play on the right as well on the stretch, but he's going to be as an attacking midfielder or a 10 if we change the system, or he can play off the left.
And obviously, a quick prediction for the London North London derby.
You know what I mean? That's big, isn't it?
It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be a madness, mate. It's going to be a man. I think Tottenham will win. I don't know what it is, but I think Tottenham will win, man. I think they'll be geared up for it. If they don't win this, if they're out, it's gone. Arsenal got top 4.
Yeah, I hear you, but you know what I mean? You know me, man. I'm Grizz Tetter in it, so.
Yeah, you're always Grizz Tetter, man. You know what I mean?
I got back Arsenal as my second. Now I'm joking. I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough. I think there's not going to be many goals in it, to be honest with you. Not many goals.
Absolutely.
I think I went 1-0 Spurs.
That's why.
I think I went 1-0 Spurs, but I'm not confident in that. Just
yeah.
One of them ones.
I loved Grizz. Big up to Gavin. He goes, I love Grizz's point about Man City identity crisis. Do they want to be elite or stick as a team?
That's come from I'm just happy
to
be there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Steve comes out with that, innit? Like, we're just happy to be here, like, from where we were. Come on, man. You want to move up levels now. Come on. You want to move up levels now if you want to be one of the big dogs.
Absolutely. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up here. 1.2K people. What a show, man. It's been an immense show. You know what I mean? If you guys like the video and get it up to 1,000 likes, maybe we can do another video. What do you reckon, Grizz?
Yeah, brother, man. We're gonna it's all about showing us love. We show you love. Everyone show everyone love, innit? And we keep it going. Yeah. We got a long summer window coming up. So much to talk about over the thing. We're going to look to do this on a regular thing. You know what I mean? So show us the love, innit? Get the likes up, man. Smash likes, bro.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And make sure, people, to subscribe to Grizz Khan TV. Even if you're just not a Liverpool fan, he's a footballing person, man. If you want to learn all the best knowledge about football, listen to my guy, Grizz Khan, man. And obviously, the latest transfer news, he's always right in there with them. So big up to everybody who's watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow evening with a debate show. So look out for that one. And Grizz, anything that you got coming up? Anything that you want to let them know?
Yeah, man, we got the FA Cup final preview over on Grizz Khan TV. I got man like Eunice Talks Football, the Chelsea fan.
Yeah, man, big fan. Big
fan.
Man,
big up Eunice. So guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to Chelsea. So we're gonna chop up the FA Cup final and see what we can talk about and what we're gonna do. And yeah, man, regular shows. Yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, we got regular shows on Grizz Khan TV as well, man. We're gonna be doing a lot of collabs, man. People know, man. People already know, man. Yeah. Me and Saeed are serious, man. We're gonna get serious.
Come on, man. Love people. We're out, people. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.